one? This? Should I don't mind. Either is fine. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Maybe if another one? Okay, maybe, yeah. Thank you. Uh-oh. This is an easy one to fix. Hare Krishna, everyone. Sorry for being a little bit late. You were all on time. Since it's the most auspicious day of Sri Nityananda Trayodasi today, I thought we could start with this very famous song of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Nitai Pada Kamala. If you have not heard this song before, it's a timeless classic, and it speaks about the lotus feet, the mercy of the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So I thought we could maybe read can we read the translation first? Together, because it's nice to know what we're singing. Maybe we can recite it all together. The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one, but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, for him to approach Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? I don't care. The result is that he is accepting something false to be truth. You actually want to approach association of Radha Krishna. You must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful toward you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. The lotus feet of Nityananda are not illusion, they are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda is also transcendental. Always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. This Narottam Das is very unhappy. Therefore, I am praying to Lord Nityananda to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. Jai Srila Narottam Das Thakur ki Jai. So these songs are enable us to understand something, to glimpse something of these divine personalities who are very difficult, you might say even impossible to understand. And Srila Prabhupada said, especially about the songs written by Srila Narottam Das Thakur, that even if you don't understand the meaning as you're singing, we just got to read the translation together, but unless you're a native speaker of Bengali or if you've studied this prayer very frequently, sometimes it's hard to remember the meaning as you sing. But he said that just as when you hear thunder in the distance, you understand what's happening and you also feel it in your heart. And that way we can receive a transcendental vibration from these songs because they're written by pure devotees of the Lord. So let's try to sing it sincerely as an offering to their lordships, as a prayer to Sri Nityananda Prabhu that he bless us to understand him, understand how to please him, and to have the strength and the determination to serve him more and more every day, not only on his birthday. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala. Thakur is saying, if one has not taken shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, what use is any status or education or anything that we have attained materially? He says it's useless. Vidya kule ki kori beta, 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 ahankare mata hoya, vitai para pasaniya, ahankare Rakoranga charanera pas. Rakoranga charanera pas. Rakoranga charanera pas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare sing together. Krishna Das Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Let's go. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai. Welcome all of you to ISKCON of Silicon Valley for this most auspicious occasion of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's birthday. We'll start with Mangalacharan and then read a verse from Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita and then read a pastime from Chaitanya Bhagavat and take some reflections if there is time. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai. Hare Krishna. I would like to thank Hansa Priya Mataji for giving me this service to speak today. I can understand how merciful Lord Nityananda Raham is because I am so fallen and he has given me the chance. But what I don't understand is why he is not merciful to you all, because he is forcing you to listen from me today. But maybe there is some deeper meaning, so we'll find that out. So we'll read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 5, verse 1. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vande Nantadbhuta Aishwaram Vande Nantadbhuta Aishwaram Shri Nityanandameshwaram Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam Agyenapi Nirupyate Vande Nantadbhutaishwaryam Shri Nityanandameshwaram Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam Agyenapi Nirupyate Vande Nantadbhutaishwaryam Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam Agyenapi Nirupyate. Somebody wants to say it? Vande Nantadbhutaishwaryam Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam
Agyenapi nirupyate.
Agyenapi Nirupyate.
Vande Nanta Bhutaishwaryam
Vande Nantadbhutaishwaryam
Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram
Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram
Yasye Chaya Tatsvarupam
Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam
Agyenapi Nirupyate
Agyenapi Nirupyate.
Vande Nantadu Adbhuta Aishwaryam
Vande Nantadbhutaishwaryam
Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram
Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram
Yasye Chaya Tatsvarupam
Yashe Chaya Tatsvarupam
Ajnenapi Nirupyate.
Agyenapi Nirupyate. Vande. Let me offer my obeisances. Ananta, unlimited, Adbhuta, and wonderful. Aishwaryam, whose opulence. Shri Nityanandam, unto Lord Nityananda. Ishwaram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yasya, whose Ichchaya, by the will. Tat Swarupam, his identity. Agena, by the ignorant. Api, even. Nirupyate, can be ascertained. Translation by His Divine A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Shri Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By His will, even a fool can understand His identity. Please repeat. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Shri Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By His will, even a fool can understand his identity. Jai. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Nirdyumna Swami Nityanamane Namo Prabhupada Priyadasaya Jagannatha Yatranandamurte Bhakta Sukhaya Krishnotkeertanena Narshingena Rakshitaya Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachati Tashatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I request the blessings of all the senior devotees, especially His Grace Vijaya Prabhu and with Her Grace Kanka Mataji and many others. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak a few words. Please bless me that whatever we share is of value to the devotees. Thank you. So in this verse, it's so beautifully described how by Lord Nityananda as well, even a fool can understand his identity. So there's a beautiful, there's no purport to this particular verse, but there's an entire section on the Chaitanya Bhagavat, which is a literature written by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, who is a disciple of Lord Nityananda. So in that he glorifies Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda so much, so deeply, so profound ways. So we can read a few pages from that chapter, which actually serves as a purport to this verse, where we can learn both about the identity of Lord Nityananda and how a fool actually relays this identity. So this is the section where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sends Lord Nityananda back to Bengal so that he can go and preach there. And on the way, they get lost here and there, and finally they somehow make it. So there's a part where they come to Shantipur, and then they go to Navadvip. Lord Nityananda then travelled for a few days and came up to Shantipur and went directly to his beloved compatriot Advaitacharya's house. Sri Advaitacharya felt an indescribable pleasure spreading throughout his heart upon seeing Lord Nityananda. Roaring loudly, Hari Hari! Sri Advaita offered repeated obeisances and circumambulated him. He encircled his arms around the Lord in a loving embrace and bathed him in his cascading tears of joy. Both of them were almost unconscious with overwhelming spiritual emotions as loving exchanges welled up in their hearts. They rolled in the courtyard, tight in each other's embrace, and then both tried to touch the other's feet. Each of them roared continuously like 1,000 lions, unable to contain their madness. Finally, after a long time, they sat down quieting themselves. Advaita Acharya then folded his hands and began to pray to the Lord in sublime pleasure. So here is revealing the identity of Lord Nityananda. He said, this Advaita Acharya said, your transcendental form is saturated with eternal joy. Hence you are named Nityananda. Nitya means eternal, Ananda means bliss. So he's saying your transcendental form is saturated with eternal joy. You are the embodiment of Lord Chaitanya's transcendental qualities. You are the embodiment of Lord Chaitanya's transcendental qualities. You are the cause of liberation of the conditioned souls. You are also the firm pillar of religion, unswayed by the destructive forces of total dissolution, the only shelter. You teach the science of love of Godhead, devotional service to Lord Chaitanya. You are truly the solid main trunk of the tree of Lord Chaitanya's family, possessing full spiritual potency. You are the supreme teacher of all devotees of the Lord, like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Narada Muni, and so on. Although everyone can attain the platform of devotional service to the Supreme Lord only through your grace, yet you are not affected by pride in spite of this most elevated position. You are the deliverer of the most fallen souls, never scrutinizing anyone's faults. Thus, only those who are endowed with volumes of piety are able to know you. You are personified supramundane knowledge. Anyone can remove the nescience simply by remembering you. No one can know you as you are unless you personally reveal yourself. As mentioned in this verse, only by his will he can be known. Transcendental qualities like freedom from anger and ever blissfulness decorate your personality. You are the supreme personality of Godhead, the support and mainstay of Anantashesh and the other demigods. You are Sri Lakshman, the slayer of demons, and in Vrindavan, you are Lord Haladar or Baladev, the son of a gopi. You have appeared in this material world simply to deliver the wretched conditioned souls. The pure devotion that is so intensely desired by great mystic yogis and philosophers is readily given by you to anyone. So this is how Lord Advaita Acharya glorified Lord Nityananda's transcendental identity. Of course, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we also see so many pastimes where they both fight. Here is explained. The arguments and verbal fights that are sometimes between Lord Nityananda and Sri Advaita Acharya are actually just mock, done in a spirit of deep comraderic affection for each other, and not fathomable by all. Very few can comprehend the essence of Sri Advaita Acharya's words. Lord Nityananda is non-different from the Supreme Lord, but now they spent intimate moments together discussing topics of Lord Krishna's pastimes. And then Lord Nityananda after that goes to Navadvip. On reaching Navadvip, Lord Nityananda first went to meet Mother Sachi. He offered obeisances at her feet. Mother Sachi was excessively happy to see Lord Nityananda. She said, "My dear, you are truly the super soul who knows everything. I was yearning to see you, and immediately you appear from nowhere. Who can know your true self? Now please stay in Navadvip for some time so I can see you once in every 10 days or so. I am so miserable and I want to see you. You have come miraculously to wipe away my tears." Lord Nityananda smiled gently as he listened to Mother Sachi's words. Lord Nityananda was not confused about Sachi Mata's spiritual potency and position. He said, "Listen, you are the universal mother. The purpose of my coming to Navadvip is to see you. I also have a strong desire for your transcendental association, and so now I will remain in Navadvip in accordance with your instruction." Thus presenting himself to Mother Sachi and addressing her in a befitting manner, the Lord went about Navadvip doing his business. And as you all know, Lord Nityananda has a very unique character. So now some of this is being described here. Lord Nityananda gathered his associates and went to every house in Navadvip, performing congregational chanting. He was in constant ecstasy as he did incessant Sankirtan. The Lord dressed in a special and very attractive way that was a pleasurable sight. He wrapped many colored silk clothes around his head like a Maharaj. And on top of this turban were strand after strand of flower garlands. His chest was covered with innumerable glittering necklaces of gold, pearls, and many studded gems. From his ears gently dangled golden earrings set with shiny white pearls. Bejeweled armlets and bracelets graced his hands and arms. His whole body was covered with countless jewelry of priceless value. Different parts of his body were exquisitely decorated with designs of sandalwood paste. Often he acted like Balagopal, Krishna as a small fat toddler of Vrindavan. Sometimes he picked up an iron rod, overcome with ecstatic emotions, and held it with both hands, all his fingers decorated with golden rings. Multicolored silks draped all over him. Cane, flute, and horn were struck in his belt with leisurely carelessness. His very sight captured the minds of the people. His gait was that of the royal elephant. With every step, the silver ankle bells jangled musically. The Lord's transcendental glances immediately invoked spiritual love of Godhead wherever they rested. Lord Nityananda moved about in the town of Lord Chaitanya's birth with great pleasure, dressed in this wonderful fashion to give joy in the hearts of everyone. As you can see, when you have too much decoration, it also attracts thieves. Listen to the wonderful story of how Lord Nityananda saved the most fallen. In Navadvip lived a young Brahmana who was the biggest rogue and dacoit. This is different from Jagai Madai. Although born in a Brahmana family, he was an arsenal of all depraved habits and was a leader of dacoits. Once the dacoit leader saw Lord Nityananda bedecked with all the fineries and priceless jewels and gloated after this treasure wanting to steal it all. So, pretending to be a member of the Lord Sankirtan party, the dacoit went along with the chanting party wherever they went. He was buying time for the right opportunity to steal everything. Lord Nityananda immediately knew his wicked intention. The Lord, learning of this, left his party and went quietly to live in Hiranya Pandit's house. Meanwhile, the dacoit leader called his men and chalked out a plan. He said, "My brothers, why should we worry any longer? Our protector goddess Chandi has arranged for all the wealth to be in one place. This Avadut has on his person gold, gems and jewelry worth lakhs of rupees. He is right now hiding in Hiranya Pandit's house, which is in a secluded and lonely part of town. Collect your swords and shields, and we shall meet tonight and raid that house and loot everything." That night, the dacoits with their weapons collected near the house where the Lord was residing. They sent a spy to get proper information. The Lord was then enjoying a sumptuous meal with all his associates sitting around him and chanting loudly. The devotees were all submerged in the bliss of chanting Krishna's holy name. Some roared jubilantly like thunderclaps, others wailed loudly in insatiable joy, and still others clapped their hands and laughed in peals. In all around, the devotees were crying out loudly to express their childlike, unrestrained glee. They were all wide awake. The spy returned to this gang, informing them, "The Avadut is eating, and everyone else is wide awake and jubilant." So the dacoits decided that, let them eat and go to sleep, then we will attack the house. The dacoits made themselves comfortable under a tree and settled down to wait. They started talking amongst themselves, dreaming of their future fortunes. Someone said, "I want the gold bracelets." Another said, "I will take the pearl necklace." Another fancied, "The earrings are for me." Yet another dreamed, "I'll have the gold chains and necklaces." Someone else said, "But leave the silver ankle bells for me." And they went on daydreaming of enormous riches. Just then, by Lord Nityananda's desire, slumber overcame the whole dacoit gang. Right there under the tree, the dacoits went into a deep sleep. Such was the working of the Lord's divine potency that they slept through the night undisturbed and almost in a state of unconsciousness. The crow's harsh cawing woke them up early next morning. They became disheartened and frustrated to find that the night had passed. They collected their weapons and, keeping them in safe hiding, they went to the Ganga for their baths. After the bath, they began to blame each other. One of them accused the other, "You were the first to fall asleep." And he retorted, "So you are the one who stayed awake all night?" Someone tried to pacify them, saying, "Why do you have to fight like this? Be thankful to Goddess Chandi that she saved us from total shame." The young Brahmana dacoit leader said, "Of what use are these arguments? Whatever has happened is due to Goddess Chandi's desire. The passing of one day is not the end of everything. I can understand that because we did not worship Mother Chandi before, she has deluded us all. Today let us perform a grand Chandi worship with a lot of meat and wine." So they eagerly collected all the required ingredients of meat and wine and worshipped Goddess Chandi that night. Next day, the dacoits sharpened and cleaned their weapons. In the night, they came to Lord Nityananda's residence, dressed in dark blue clothes. The residents of the house were already in deep slumber. Hiding near the house, the dacoits saw that it was guarded by many guards. The guards were well armed and were all loudly and continuously chanting the holy names as they walked about guarding the house. All of the guards were giant-sized, able-bodied men. They carried many different weapons. The dacoits could easily make out that any one of the guards could take on 100 of them alone. These were not ordinary guards. They wore tilak marks on their foreheads and bodies and wore tulasi beads around their necks. They constantly chanted Lord Krishna's holy name while Lord Nityananda slept inside the house. The dacoits were taken by complete surprise. They slowly slouched to a distance away from the house and sat down. They wondered dejectedly, from where did all these guards come suddenly? One of them said, "The Avaduta must have somehow known of our coming, and he brought these gods from somewhere." His friends replied, "The Avaduta person is very knowledgeable and is a seer. I have heard this from many people. He can certainly protect himself. The sentries that are on guard are all most formidable than normal guards. They are almost superhuman. I suppose this is another display of his divine potency. No wonder they call him Goswami." Another interjected, "I think you are quite ignorant. For one who eats and wears such fancy ornaments, how can he be called a Goswami, controller of the senses?" Finally, the dacoit leader, the young Brahmana, spoke up saying, "I have calmly considered all the factors. I see that many powerful and influential people come to meet the Avadut." The Avadut is Lord Nityananda. "These guards must be the best soldiers of some powerful king come here to guard him. And these guards, by his influence, have become attracted to spiritual elevation. Hence, they also chant Hari Hari. So, as long as his guards are there, we should stay away. I think after about 10 days, we can expect them gone and we can return. But now, let us disperse quietly and go back to our houses." The dacoits stealthily left that place and were gone. Lord Nityananda, inside the house, continued to perform his pastimes unperturbed. Anyone can easily overcome all reverses just by remembering those souls who have taken full shelter of Lord Nityananda's lotus feet. Who can harm such an omnipotent Supreme Lord when simply by remembering his servitors one can surmount the insurmountable ocean of nations? Lord Ganesh, the remover of all adverses, along with his associates, are Nityananda's servants. The Lord's partial expansion, Rudra, Lord Shiva, is the destroyer of the entire material world. Another of Lord's partial expansion, Lord Ananta, holds a cosmic manifestation on one of his hoods. If by chance he moves, there are terrible earthquakes. Who can make such a supremely powerful Lord fearful of anything or anyone? The Lord is moving about in Navadvip, freely performing ecstatic kirtans wherever he goes. Undisturbed, he eats, sleeps, and enacts his pastimes. His entire body, still decorated with priceless gems and jewelry, he is Lord Baladev, the son of Rohini Devi. Fearless and with endless exuberance, the Lord, accompanied by his associates, roams everywhere. His devotees were too unassailed by any kind of anxiety. The dacoits made another attempt to lay siege to Lord Nityananda's residence. That night, by divine arrangement, the sky was overcast with black, billowing clouds that plunged the earth in pitch darkness. The streets were deserted. The dacoits held their weapons close to their bodies, feeling insecure in this sudden terrible gloom. As they came close to the house, they were suddenly struck by blindness. They stumbled forward, groping as if in a dark abyss, their minds paralyzed, their intelligence unable to function. Some of them plunged into the moat surrounding the house and were immediately attacked by leeches, insects, and giant mosquitoes. Some of them lost their way into the refuse garbage pit and fell in. The insects and scorpions were unsparing and vicious. Some others walked straight into a bush of thorns and became completely entangled and bruised by the big cruel thorns. Afraid to move in the dark and be further punctured, they remained like prisoners, unmoving. They began to slowly consider their plight. Just at this moment, Lord Indra, with great pleasure, sent down sheets of rain accompanied by raging storms and ominous lightning. Already the dacoits were being ravaged by leeches, scorpions, and insects, and now they were further being inflicted by the merciless downpour. Then came the large pieces of hail, pounding them endlessly. Although the dacoits did not die, they were tossed about in an ocean of excruciating pain and misery. After taking the punishment for a while, the dacoit leader, the young Brahmana, was suddenly struck by a thought. He reasoned in his mind, "This Nityananda is not a mortal. He is certainly the Supreme Lord. The first time, he put us in deep slumber and I did not understand by his illusory potency. The next time, it was these very strange and almost superhuman gods, but even then I could not realize the truth. Hence, I deserve this misery, because I am such a sinful reprobate that I wanted to steal from the Lord his wealth. Yet now, faced with this insurmountable danger, who can save me except Lord Nityananda himself? Thinking in this manner, he began to meditate on Lord Nityananda's lotus feet, taking full shelter in him. The result of taking shelter and remembering the Lord's lotus feet is that such a person, even though the lowest of sinners, is immediately saved. The young Brahmana prayed, "You are the Supreme Lord, Bala Gopal. Please save me. Please protect me. You are the maintainer of all living entities. O Lord, a person who falls to the earth, his only shelter is Mother Earth herself. Similarly, one who commits offenses at your lotus feet can seek the only shelter, your lotus feet, by which all miseries are mitigated. And you are so merciful that you forgive all the offenses of the most wretched living entities. I am the black sheep and destroyer of the Brahmana society, a slayer of cows. There is no one more degraded than myself. Yet it is also true that even if the most sinful person prays for your shelter, then he can become free from this material imprisonment. O Lord, you sustain all the living entities throughout their lives, and at the end, only you are there to protect them. So Lord, please save me today from this predicament, and if I remain alive, then I have certainly learned my lesson. I only desire that I can have you birth after birth as my Lord and Master, and I your eternal slave." Lord Nityananda is the most munificent Supreme Lord. When he heard the piteous prayers of the dacoit leader, he immediately alleviated their misery. Suddenly the dacoits found themselves able to see again. By the Lord's divine powers, the storm and gale did not afflict them further. Inside, the Lord of the universe, Lord Nityananda, was sitting and glancing benignly at the miserable conditioned souls. The devotees all around him were chanting loudly, and the Lord himself roared like thunder with divine bliss. At this moment, the dacoit leader entered in the Lord's presence and threw his arms in the sky and crying out, "Save me!" he threw himself down before the Lord. Totally absorbed in sublime ecstasy, he became oblivious of everything around him, and he roared like a lion, unable to stop the surge of divine emotions. Such was the spiritual influence of Lord Nityananda that the Brahmana began to suddenly dance with his arms raised, high, chuckling in irrepressible glee. He sang continuously, "O Lord Nityananda, Savior of the fallen souls, you are my only master." The devotees and the other people assembled there were astounded at this sight. They exclaimed, "What a miraculous transformation from a deadly dacoit to this condition." The more cautious one said, "Maybe this is just a trick. Suddenly he will start his real business of looting." Others said, "Our Lord Nityananda is the savior of the most abominable sinners. By his mercy, this reprobate has been transformed." And then Lord Nityananda asks him to explain what happened, and then he explains the whole situation of all their three attempts, and then how he realized it. And then Lord Nityananda says, "Now listen carefully, O Brahmana. From this moment, if you give up your ghastly sinful activities, then I am willing to take responsibility for all your previous misdeeds. No more aggression, violence, looting, or murder. Forever get rid of them. Practice religious life and chant the holy names of the Supreme Lord. Then later you can also save others. Go and meet other dacoits and murderers and bring them to the path of pure religious living." The Lord then took the garland from his neck and placed it over the Brahmana's head, being very pleased with him. The air was resounding with the devotees' jubilant cheers of the holy name. The shackles of material nations broke away from the Brahmana. Yeah, and it goes on from here. And you can see here how this is a complete thief, dacoit, with so much bad qualities. And then just by remembering Lord Nityananda's lotus feet, he got saved. This is the beauty of this verse where it says, even a fool can understand his identity. This we may think that these are all like historic stories, what do we have to do with it? But actually, if you are humble enough, we can see that we are not very different from these characters. All right, we have given up, many of us have given up our culture or countries and come to foreign lands, and we are serving meat eaters. in a different way. So we should all feel that we are so fallen as fallen as these guys, and learn to take shelter of Lord Nityananda. And Srila Prabhupada explains this connection. So as you can see here, Lord Nityananda accepts him on the condition that he doesn't commit the sinful activities again. So that's the most important qualification. It's so that's why we take initiation, because that's what we are promising to the spiritual master, that from this day onwards I'm giving up all the sinful tendencies and then get protected. And there's a beautiful letter in which Srila Prabhupada explains this particular phenomena. So this is a letter written to Makkan Lal Prabhu. This is in October 1976. My blessings are always with you as you have requested. You are a very good devotee and servant of Krishna. So far your questionings are concerned, Nityananda is a principle of the Guru. So the Gurudev is the incarnation of Nityananda. Anyone strictly following the instructions of the Guru is following Nityananda. The price one has to pay if he wants to become Krishna conscious is that he must dedicate himself to following the order of the spiritual master, Mahat Seva. If the spiritual master is pleased with the disciple, then the blessings of Guru will be there. That is the best way to become Krishna conscious. And Krishna is non-different from Lord Nityananda. You may pray to Lord Nityananda to help you become dedicated in the service of your Guru. Krishna consciousness cannot be achieved artificially. You should approach Nityananda Prabhu through your spiritual master. I am pleased to accept the devotees you have recommended for initiation. Please be very sure that they all know and follow the regulative principles and chant minimum 16 rounds daily. Hold a fire sacrifice and have Rupanuga chant on their beads. Their new names are Willard Vaishnava Das, John Jivapati Das, Adam, any guess? Akruranath Das, Nancy Nitya Manjari Dasi. Hoping this will meet you in good health. You are our well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So surprised to find this letter where our dear Akruranath Prabhu got initiated. So as you can see here, Srila Prabhupada is very clear what is our connection with Lord Nityananda. Right? So our connection with our Guru is our connection to Lord Nityananda. So that's how we get connected, and that's how we receive Lord Nityananda's mercy. And if you actually examine the life of Srila Prabhupada, he did exactly what Lord Nityananda did in Navadvip 500 years back. You can see what kind of characters that Nityananda came across and how he delivered them. Srila Prabhupada did exactly the same in the West. Just like Lord Nityananda asked them to give up their sinful activities, Srila Prabhupada held his disciples to this high standard. In fact, one time, of course, the first year he gave a little room for them to warm up. And then one time, Umapati, at that time, he asked Srila Prabhupada, are there any rules to follow? And Srila Prabhupada said, I thought you would never ask. And then he finally gave this rule. That's why he wrote the famous letter. These are the 4 regulative principles all the initiated devotees in the temple should follow. So like that, so he held such a high bar. Basically, like no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. What else you live for, right? That's what the normal people will think. But, even though he came to such a foreign land, he held such high principles. He's such a pure representative of Lord Nityananda. So Srila Prabhupada, just like Lord Nityananda is so merciful, he spread the holy names of Lord Chaitanya everywhere. Srila Prabhupada spread it both in his Sankirtan and as well as in his books. So when we distribute these books, we are actually doing the work of Lord Nityananda. So when we are doing the work of Srila Prabhupada, we are actually doing the work of Lord Nityananda. So they are non-different. It is such a powerful connection that we have. And our own spiritual masters, whom we are very fortunate to serve in this life, they are all representatives of Srila Prabhupada and hence of Lord Nityananda. So we are very much receiving the mercy and grace of Lord Nityananda every day in our lives through this transcendental connection. So and this is a wonderful day to remember the source of all this grace, which is Lord Nityananda, coming down through this Guru Parampara and giving us everything we need to go back to Krishna. So there is nothing lacking in the process that Srila Prabhupada gave. And we can see that is exactly the process Lord Chaitanya gave. Just chant Hare Krishna, follow the regulatory principles, and then serve Krishna to the best of your capacity, and then go back to Godhead. So we don't have to be, as Vaisheshik Prabhu always says, we don't have to be great devotees, we just have to be good devotees. Just following the basics. And on this day we can, as Srila Prabhupada says in this letter, pray to Lord Nityananda to get the strength to follow these principles and to serve our Guru to the best of our ability, and thereby get connected to the entire Guru Parampara and serve our society and all the devotees. Everything is included when we serve our spiritual master. That's Lord Nityananda's arrangement, that there are so many different services. So different spiritual masters are empowered by Lord Nityananda to serve the society in different ways. So whoever is our spiritual master, if we serve them to the best of our ability, giving our entire life and soul to their mission, then the whole movement flourishes and everybody becomes transformed as devotees in this world. So with that, I'll pause here and take any reflections or comments if you have. Yes, Prabhu.
On the part where you said the price one must pay for becoming one with Krishna consciousness I didn't hear the last part about what you said.
Was this from the story or was it from the...
You said something about the price some one must pay for becoming one with Krishna consciousness.
Okay. Let me look it up where exactly I said that from.
Okay.
Thank you. We can discuss after the class. Yes. Oh, it's in the letter? Okay. Thank you. The price one has to pay if he wants to become Krishna conscious is that he must dedicate himself to following the order of the spiritual master. Is that clear? He must dedicate himself to following the order of the spiritual master. Because sometimes the spiritual master may give us some instructions which we may not like. So it's not, spiritual life doesn't, that's why we accept a spiritual master, because we may want to serve Krishna in a particular way. But how do we know how Krishna wants us to serve him? Right? So that's why we have to accept a spiritual master, and sometimes the spiritual master may give us some service which is inconvenient. But that is how we grow through our mental, being on the mental platform. Otherwise, we do something if we like, and we stop doing it when we don't like, and nobody can depend on us. By giving this strict order, spiritual master trains us to overcome the dualities of material life and be situated in a fixed transcendental platform, whereby we are ready to do whatever Krishna wants, irrespective of whether we want it or not. Unless that order is there and the system is there and the training is there and the practice is there, we'll not come to this higher state. We'll be stuck in mental platform, and we do sometimes and we don't sometimes. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice class. I'll be honest, Prabhu, you are an inspiration for me in terms of serving Guru. I personally feel you have dedicated your life serving your Guru Maharaj, and I mean it, not to put you and Mataji, and talking is one thing, but the way you both are serving the Gurus and inspiring us. So thank you, Prabhu, for being an example. Can you please share the secret, Prabhu? Because while we all have the intention to do it, and I mean it, Prabhu, what is the essence of pleasing Guru in whatever we do, however we serve? What is the secret sauce that you have, Prabhu? Please reveal.
Thank you for your kind words. I am far away from what you are saying. My only prayer is that I realize that I am far away, rather than being illusion, thinking that I am serving to the best of my ability. So that's my realization, especially as the years are going by. And one thing probably as a tip I can share from my own mistakes in serving is sometimes we take, as I was saying earlier, Vaisheshika Prabhu's quote, we don't have to become great devotees, we have to become good devotees. I think that is the essence. Even the simplest instruction that the spiritual master gives, if we try to follow it with full faith, that is the that is the secret of success. What I realize is many times Guru gives instruction and we immediately discount in our mind that that's not possible, and then just we don't even record it, we don't even try to understand or assimilate or meditate, and then what to speak of achieving it. We just just ignore it. It's just like a filter, it just gets filtered out. We don't even have that faith that it's doable. So that's one thing I'm realizing now more and more, that I have to pay attention. That's why that famous verse, Tatshinu, that Krishna says to Arjuna, Prabhupada quotes, that's one of the most often quoted verse of the Bhagavad Gita 7.1, that listen, like hear what they're saying and have faith, that because it's not about our power, it's about their power. So like removing us from the equation and putting them in the equation, and looking at us as mere servants, mere instruments that have been blessed to perform and be included in their service. So if we try to remain more in that consciousness, then Krishna can use us to do whatever he wants. Like that can be small things or big things, it doesn't matter. But our mission will be successful by the development of that faith. This is something, like, for example, like my spiritual master told me something almost like 22 years ago. Recently, just like a few months back, it just struck me how to actually do it and how it's doable. This is why I'm saying, like, I feel like, wasted like 20 years of my life thinking that, it can't be done. Now I'm trying to, and then I realized that the only missing thing is the faith. When Guru gives an instruction, you have to have the faith that it's doable and then endeavor for it. And if you don't, we just waste our life. As Lochan Das Thakur says, Elo Aro Gelo. We just come and go into this material world without really making progress. So that's actually also the most important quality of a disciple according to Tamal Krishna Goswami, the Guru Nishta. So when they asked, what is the most important quality, they said Guru Nishta is the most important quality. So we can pray on this day to Lord Nityananda to have more faith in the words of our spiritual master, so that the words that Narottam Das sings, Arana ko riho mane asha, like make our life and our actions one with the words of the spiritual master. If we make that prayer and we are blessed with that, then we can hope to get more mercy by that service. Thank you. You are so advanced and you are so doing so many service. That shows your humility in appreciating other devotees, just following the mood of your Guru Maharaj. So thank you, Prabhu. Okay. Mataji, Hansapriya Mataji, you can stop us anytime because I heard it's 4:15. So, one last question. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhu, I was just thinking that, yes, we tell Guru Maharaj that we're going to follow the 4 regulative principles, we're going to chant 16 rounds. That's the endeavor that we are trying to do, because it's the initiation, right? The beginning.
Right.
I just want to make sure, because, after so many years, you start thinking, have you really been chanting the holy name properly? Have you really been following the regulative principles the way you're supposed to follow? As the years go by, you realize that actually you haven't done much. So I just want to confirm that it is initiation. It's the beginning.
Right.
In the beginning years, I thought, I'm doing great. But as years go by, I just feel that, I don't even know if I really chanted 2 times or 3 times or 10 times, even one round. So, in that context, it means that actually you are making an attempt to just please Guru Maharaj. Is that understanding right?
Right, Mataji. I mean, even the fact that you are even thinking about this is advancement, because I am not even thinking about these things. that am I following or not.
Prabhu, no, your comment made me think about it. So I am no way advanced. But yeah, when you said that, right, that you have to have Guru Nishtha and you have to try to follow. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, actually, it's even though it's beginning, it's also all we need. Because following the 4 regular disciplines, we may say that following 4 regular disciplines and chanting Hare Krishna daily 16 rounds, the main thing is to do day after day, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. That is where we get the advancement from. Even though it may look like it's a very simple and it's not much, but doing it consistently. Now we are working with some of the devotees in Alachua who are, Srila Prabhupada disciples, to bring them to the Sadhu Sangha. And many of them are so elderly, and they are it's very hard for them to move and everything. But then when we hear about these devotees, they all are so pakka in their sadhana, their following of the principles and chanting. So they are fully fixed, no matter what their external physical condition is. Many of them may not even know about these devotees, but the glorious services they have done, so they are taken care of for their lives. So they are ready to go back to Godhead, they are in that state, but we may never know about them. So it's not that they need to be prominent or anything, just following the foundation, then they get the advancement by the years of practice. So it's that consistency. Vaisheshika Prabhu always says, right, you can fake anything except consistency. So that consistency is such a power. When we understand that, then we don't try to aspire for big things, but we try to do the basic things regularly. And we also see that even doing the basic things consistently is itself a sign of devotion. Because over the years the mind is going up and down, the life is going up and down, economic conditions going up and down, everything changes. But to do something consistently despite all is the sign of advancement. That's what Krishna says right after the verse, Matra Sparsha Sukaunteya verse. Krishna says, Yam hi vyatayantiyate purusham purushava samadukka sukam dhiram so amritatvaya kalpate. One who does this without being deviated by these dualities, he becomes eligible for liberation. So even though it looks like it's foundation, but that's all we need to chant Hare Krishna every day. That gives everything we need. The consistency is the key, Mataji. It's not the we need to be doing something more. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Lord Nityananda Ram ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Go. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Please let's sing together.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. I know you don't want Nityananda Ram Kirtan to stop, so you will get more. So, so we'll go now into the next program, which is a monthly Sankirtan offering, where we will be offering our Bhakti community offering, and as well as the Nityananda Appearance Day offering of the monthly Sankirtan. The devotees has been going out and they'll be reporting scores to Srila Prabhupada. So let's face towards Srila Prabhupada, and I request Prabhus to help us to roll up the carpet, and we will face towards Srila Prabhupada, Prabhus on the left side and Matas towards the right side. And if we can keep the hallway clear, that would be great. So thank you very much. You can put the cushion away. And Janvi will lead us into the Aarti right after the MSF offering. So still, Kirtan is vibration is going to go on. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. If I request Prabhus to be on my right side, Hare Krishna. All the Prabhus, you can face towards Srila Prabhupada. Shh. Please come forward. Can we close the French door here, please? Thank you. Okay, all the Prabhus on my right side, Matas on the left side. And you can come forward. Come forward, please come forward. Thank you, Radha. Can we keep the hallway clear? Hare Krishna. The devotees in front of the deities, if you would like to face towards the Prabhupada. Radhe, Hare Krishna, Prabhus. Just let's go towards the left, and we keep, so Prabhupada can see the deities. Let's keep the hall clear. Thank you. Okay, kids, we're going to make the offering here. Would you like to settle in? Okay, let's settle in behind Prabhu. Okay, if you can hear me, please raise your hand. Shh. Thank you.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. We are gathered here to offer the results of our 2025 Nityananda Trayodasi monthly Sankirtan festival titled MSF of Reflection and Organization. From the lecture of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's Abhibhava Appearance Day on February 2nd, 1977 at Bhubaneswar, India. Balaram means Guru Tattva. Balaram represents Guru. Yashya Prasada Bhagavad Prasada. If we want to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we want to understand Krishna, then we must take shelter of Balaram. Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhya. This Balahinena Labhya, this Vedic injunction means without the mercy of Balaram, you cannot understand, you cannot realize your spiritual identification. So that Balaram comes as Nityananda Prabhu. Balaram Haila Nitai. Therefore, we must take shelter of Balaram. That is, the song has been sung by Narottama Das Thakur. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chantra Susitala. If we take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, then we get peace. Koti Chandra Susitala. Just like in daytime, especially in summer season, we become very much exasperated. But at night, in the evening, as soon as there is moonshine, we become very much satisfied. All day's labor and fatigue is immediately moved. So, Nitai Pada Kamala, the shade of Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet, is Koti Chandra Susitala, as pleasing as 1 crore of moonshine. Nityananda Prabhu is the strength, spiritual strength, and without spiritual strength, you cannot approach Krishna. The Bhakti community is a community of spiritual seekers who are interested in learning about the timeless wisdom and practices of Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of love and gratitude. With blessings of His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji, the Bhakti community continued to inspire newcomers to pursue Bhakti through various weekly programs. On Mondays, we continued the Bhakti On program. The topics included Tapping the Fourth Dimension, the Realm of Bliss, Parallel Spiritual Lessons from Dr. Martin Luther King and the Tenets of Bhakti Yoga, and Unlocking the Bhagavad Gita, a 3-hour journey. Around 55 newcomers attended the programs. On Thursdays, in the Bhakti Circle program, we continued the Discover Yourself Level 1 series. The topics included the mind, a friend or foe, moods and modes, and the law of karma and infallible justice. Around 10 people attended the programs. Next stop, the Mantra Zone. The in-person meetup continued to provide a safe space for newcomers to experience Bhakti. Around 30 people in Palo Alto and around 10 people in Los Altos attended the program. On Sundays, the Women's Circle program continued the Bhagavad Gita Chapter 1, Level 2 discussions. Around 10 women attended the program. Comunidad Bhakti, the Bhakti community for Spanish-speaking people, continued to conduct 6 weekly Bhakti classes for the newcomers, including Japa Circle, Bhakti Circle, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. Around 38 newcomers attend the weekly program. Bhakti community's sole purpose is to associate newcomers with Vaishnavas so that newcomers can progress in Bhakti Yoga. Vaishnava Sangha Lava, or VSL, is a metric that measures how many times a newcomer comes in association with a Vaishnava through a devotional service class. For this MSF, Comunidad Bhakti achieved 1,520 VSLs. Hari Bol. Around 38 newcomers attended the Comunidad Bhakti programs. And for this MSF, Bhakti Community Silicon Valley achieved 1,222 VSLs. Hari Bol. Around 60 newcomers attended the Bhakti Community Silicon Valley programs. We are eternally indebted and grateful to all the volunteers, room leaders, speakers, mentors, and book distributors who work tirelessly every day to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's missions. We also want to thank each of our donors who help maintain Bhakti community, and we seek blessings from you, Srila Prabhupada, your disciples, to bless the Bhakti community so that we can attempt to inspire newcomers to take up the path of Bhakti, if Sri Krishna so desires. And finally, our most heartfelt, sincere gratitude to His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji. It's only due to their presence, leadership, and motivation that Bhakti community exists and is thriving. Hari Bol. Bhakti community gets the opportunity to serve newcomers due to the tireless efforts of the book distribution team. Now His Grace Kautukarna Prabhu will present the book distribution results.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. We are gathered here on the most auspicious occasion, the appearance day of Lord Nityananda Ram, to offer the results of of our monthly Sankirtan festival, which was titled as MSF of Reflection and Organization. We started our first MSF of this year with a prayer that may Lord Nityananda empower Team ISV and increase our capacity to expand. Team ISV had only one goal this MSF, to reflect on the previous year and plan the improvements for 2025. Highlights of this MSF are: Sankirtan department brainstorming sessions were conducted for several teams. Collectively, Team ISV set the goal for 2025 as follows: to increase at least 10% remittance for BBT this year, to invite all the recipients of books to join the Bhakti community, brainstorm ways and means to increase capacity for Team ISV. Kids Sankirtan team distributed 51 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, 12 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, and they accrued 2,959.25 in book points and collected $5,323 in Lakshmi this MSF. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Team Motel Gita continued to dispatch Bhagavad Gita and boxes of assorted books to hotels and motels all across the USA. As part of the 2025, Team Motel Gita had also started an internal audit call system to validate what happens once the books reaches the motels. The goal is to eventually fine-tune the offering based on the changing demand and guest habits. Team Motel Gita also started some work on the digitalization platform. The eventual goal is to come up with a digital infrastructure that facilitates easy and practical distribution of our digital offerings in alignment with BBT principles. Team Motel Gita distributed 2,000 Bhagavad Gitas as part of this Sankirtan. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Western Sankirtan highlights. The main goal for Western Sankirtan team was to plan for Sankirtan goals for 2025 and learn from 2024 with respect to what went well and what needs to be improved. We had an yearly meeting to discuss the same. Apart from that, Western Sankirtan continues to do book distribution regularly in universities like UC Santa Cruz, Stanford, De Anza, Cañada, San Jose State University, College of San Mateo, etc. Western Sankirtan team went far and beyond the Bay Area to spread the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have a dedicated team in Davis to cover universities and colleges around those areas. We have multiple teams going to local festivals, local shops, etc. to distribute books. Clipboard donations continue to be a big hit, and visitors were happy to be part of Gram Vidya Dan. Apart from the universities, falling spots were covered locally, like Taj Mahal Market, Halal Guys in Sunnyvale, New India Bazaar, and other Indian grocery stores, restaurants, farmers markets, and San Jose Tet Festival, Walmart Mountain View, Millbrae Chinese New Year Festival, Land's End, etc., just to name a few. Here are the final scores. In total, team distributed 37 sets, which includes 25 Srimad Bhagavatam and 12 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, 1,351 Bhagavad Gitas. They accrued 7,692.60 in book points and collected 13,699 and 10 cents in Lakshmi. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! With respect to the books, more than 80 devotees participated in book distribution. Team ISV accrued 14,999.85 book points, which includes 63 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, 39 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Team ISV raised $19,987.10 in Lakshmi. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! We thank all participating devotees and our Sankirtan devotees who contributed to this MSF enthusiastically. We express our deepest gratitude to our beloved Vaisheshika Prabhu and all of Srila Prabhupada's disciples who inspire us to carry on this Sankirtan movement. Today, we pray at the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Ram to engage Team ISV to assist him in saving the souls in this age of Kali Yuga. Please provide us with intelligence and all the facilities to increase Sankirtan. Shri Nityananda Ram ki jai.
Hare Krishna. As we miss dear Malini Devi and Krishna Purushottam, and of course our beloved leader, His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula, as they are in the Dham, in Govardhan, praying for empowering our Sankirtan leaders, such as Kautukarna Prabhu, Western Sankirtan, many other leaders, and Bhakti community, Pavini Bhakti, and Jai Madhav Prabhu. They're praying there so that we can be all empowered to go out. Thank you very much for your tireless effort and continuing this big marathon for the 2025. Hare Krishna. So next we will have the Aarti. We will have the stand-up Aarti, and Janvi Jivanam will lead us into the Aarti. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please sing very loudly. Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai.
Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. Shri Nityananda Trayodasi Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Gaur Premanande. Hari 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 Bol.
Can you get a volume on green? Mataji, can I get a volume on green? Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We have a special request. Our dear Ujjwala, Her Grace Ujjwala Mataji is undergoing a surgery next week on Thursday, the February 13th at Stanford Hospital. So we request all devotees to pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, to Lord Nityananda, Sriman Mahaprabhu, Radha Madan Mohan, if they so desire to have a successful surgery and protect her and have a very smooth recovery. Thank you for considering the request. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadadayine. Praladadadayine. Hiranyakashipu Rakshaha. Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Bol. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna. How many of you enjoyed the festival of Lord Nityananda Ram today? Jai Nitai. We would like to thank Janvi Jivana Mataji for the wonderful Kirtan, and it's ecstatic. I'm sure they all had forgotten about prasadam. Now look where they are. Now the prasadam is more dear. Anyway, yes, wonderful to have you all. And we also would like to thank Govind Charan Prabhu. Is he around? We had missed him so much, and he's such a sadhu, so we thought we will have him welcome back by having him give a class to his community so he doesn't forget about us. Where is he? Is he around? All right. Well, if you see him, please welcome him back. All right. Wonderful, wonderful festival today has brought to you by many, many, many devotees. As you saw, the beautiful decoration has been done by Kalakeli, Shilpa, Divya Kumari, Sitarani. Many, many devotees have come together and have decorated the altar and the temple hall. And Kushi, Tarang, and Vrinda Sevika and the team, they have done the very, very beautiful offering to Srila Prabhupada and the altar. And Krishangi and Rati Prada have done the wonderful garlands with their team as well. So all this wonderful decoration has brought to you by these devotees who's been working hard from last many, many days. So please, if you see them, express your gratitude, saying thank you for making this festival very lovely and welcoming. And what to speak of the prasadam, right? Are you all waiting for it? Okay, good. Today is what kind of cuisine would might be? Anybody wants to guess? Bengali. So is Rati Prada here? Rati Prada, would you like to say?
Hare Krishna. Lord Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. For the pleasure of Lord Nityananda, a traditional Bengali feast was headed by Radha Vallabh Prabhu and helped by many, many, many devotees. And the items are Bengali aloo dum, Jagannath puri khichdi, eggplant in mustard sauce, roasted moong dal, vegetable chop, luchi, Bengali khejur kheer, malpua, green chutney, and tomato chutney. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Rati Prada. Rati Prada works with each of the team members who is heading up each prep, and she coordinates their groceries, what needs to be brought, when needs to be chopped. She follows up with Radha Vallabh Prabhu to make sure she puts all the spreadsheet together. Thank you, Rati Prada, for your wonderful service as well. All right, next we will go into sponsorships here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hansapriya Mataji, for the festival announcements. Now, we're going to announce all the sponsors. So, because it's a festival day and we have 6 sponsors, we're going to request that as I say your name, if you're present, please come up so we can honor you in the front. And then you can collect your gift after from Shri Gopal Prabhu here. All right. First, we have Harsh Vardhan in the memory of his father. Harsh Vardhan, please come up. Subhash Chandra, Sonu Chandra, Swati Chandra, and Supriti Chandra are sponsoring in the memory of their mother, Swarsha Chandra. Please come up. Mohan Rao Keta Prabhu and his wife, Chamundeshwari. They're also sponsoring for their daughter's birthday. Please come up. And we have Amal Iyer, sponsoring in the memory of his father, Sri Ram Lakshman Das, and on the occasion of the birthday of Pulpit Anand and Garima Anand. Who's the sponsor? Okay, all right. And then we have Dana Keli Chintamani Mataji, who's sponsoring Amira and Arman, who are sponsoring on the occasion of Sachindra Krishna Prabhu's birthday also. I hope everybody heard their name, and if you're here, please don't be shy and please come up. We'd like you to say a few words.
Hare Krishna. We're here to honor Mom on her disappearance anniversary, and with each year we miss her even more. And we'd like to express our deep gratitude for her love and care, and for the continuing love of Krishna, his care. And for everyone here, thank you, all the chefs and volunteers, for making this day so memorable. And Janviji, we listen to you online often. What a treat to hear you online today. I mean, in person today, excuse me. Blessed. Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Yesterday was actually my father's birthday, but today I would like to seek the dear ISV devotees' blessings for my father to have a long, healthy life filled with success and spirituality.
We are deeply grateful towards the community for always allowing us to serve the devotees and Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan. And we all know how much my dad loves service. So, yes, so we just seek your blessings so we can continue serving and seeking your association. Thank you so much.
Again, if you sponsored today's feast and you hesitated to come up, we miss seeing you. But Sri Gopal Prabhu is here to give you the gift, return gift. Thank you very much. It's very attractive and tasty.
So we have a couple of few short announcements. One is that we are launching a WhatsApp channel for ISV. So there will be a couple of devotees standing in the line. So please subscribe. It's a QR code you can scan with your phone, and then follow the updates for the ISV. So every week we'll post, or any events that's going to happen at ISV will be posted in WhatsApp channel as well as our regular email list. Okay, thank you. We have a very quick announcement from our youth. So they have a new program that they're going to reveal. So let's hear what they have in store for us.
Hare Krishna, everyone. We're excited to announce we're trying to start a weekly Harinam here in the Bay Area. We're going to be doing it all across the Bay, San Francisco, San Jose, Livermore, East Bay, everywhere. And we're excited to announce that our first iteration of this weekly Harinam is this upcoming Saturday from 4 to 7 at Lytton Plaza. So we invite all the devotees to come. We request all your blessings. And we'll also be making a WhatsApp group for announcements for where the weekly Harinam locations will be. So please keep an eye out. And yeah, Hare Krishna.
So I will give Ritvik, he's going to make a quick announcement because he was supposed to do the cooks announcement, so he's been waiting. So there are a few cooks that we did not announce, but Ritvik is going to announce those cooks. Okay, Ritvik, please come.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Today's Sunday feast prasadam cooks were Radha Vallabha Prabhu, Ananda Mataji, Shyam Bhakta Prabhu, Ujjwala Mataji, and they were helped by a lot of devotees.
Thank you, Ritvik. So we have is that a summer camp? Yeah, save the date from June 9 to June 27. We have a summer camp that is being held every year, and June 9 to June 27th is this year. If you have any questions, please reach out to Her Grace Sukeshwari Mataji. She is in the back. She will help you with any questions that you have. Hare Krishna. So now we will go to Prasad Sevya prayers. Youth, Prajas Bhavana Prabhu, please.
Sharira Vidyaja Jodendriya Tahe Kal Jive Phele Bishaya Sagore Tar Madhe Jibhayati Lobhamay Sudurmati Take jeta kathina sangsare Krishna bada doyamoy Kori bade jibhajay Shaprashad annadilo bhai Shayanamrita pao Radha Krishna guna gao Premedako Shri Chaitanya Nita Premedako Shri Chaitanya Nita Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Kalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Nivajayate Prasade Sarva Dukhanam Anirasyo Vajayate Prasanna Cheta Soyashu Buddhi Parya Bhatishtate Vayopa Bhukta Sraganda Vasulankara Charchita Uchishta Bhojino Dasa Stavamayam Jayemahi Shushkam Paryushitam Bhapi Nitam Madhudadeshata Prapti Matrena Bhaktavyam Natrakala Vicharana Nadesha Niyamastatra Nakala Niyamastata Praptamannam Dhrutam Shishtair Bhoktavyam Harira Pravid Shri Mahaprasad